feel pretty confident you will not see a civil jury trial in the Superior Court of Cobb County in 2021. If that happens, it probably will be because we have gone to the county commission, designated an alternate courthouse site, partnered with some community partner in a beautiful room like this, perhaps, and put some tables in here and some jury chairs over there and do it. That's really about the only way to do it. Our space is going to be at a premium when jury trials start back. I've told you what our criminal backlog looks like. That's the hard reality of where we're sitting. It's nobody's fault. It's just what it is. And so, you know, I would love to be wrong about that. I would love to get through that criminal backlog and start trying civil jury trials again. But the reality of it is that it remains very questionable whether or not we'll be able to do that. So, yes.
Judge, how can we mediators help you with this process?
Please help us. All right, so the way forward, what are the solutions, right? ADR. ADR is going to be critical. We need mediators. We need all hands on deck. We need people. We need lawyers, frankly, to steer cases, knowing what I've just told you about what it looks like. Can you steer cases to arbitrators? You know, you can set up your own, you know, private courtroom elsewhere, and you don't have to deal with the space limitations that we have and those kinds of things. So, you know, I would very much encourage any form of alternative dispute resolution that you can come up with. I will tell you, all of your judges in every class of court remain available to try to help you with any thorny issues that come up. If you need to get any of us on a conference call, you need to, you know, break a log jam on some discovery issue or you know, something like that, no problem. Please call. Don't, you know, wait for us to notice you on a calendar and then try to deal with it. Deal with it proactively. Get us on the phone. Get us on a Zoom call. We're happy to try to help you. Anything that we can do to try to keep those cases moving. Yeah. Thank you for that.
Judge Leonard, what was the number again of the backlog of criminal cases?
I don't know the full number of the backlog. I just told you I don't have a case management system where I can run those numbers, so I don't know what it is. There are a whole bunch of unindicted cases. The district attorney's office could probably tell you that. I don't know the total number. All I knew was I heard the other day that we were on our 34th homicide since the pandemic. So I know that one. I know that from the jail reports, they submit a report monthly to the Department of Community Affairs. Georgia Department of Community Affairs reports that the Cobb County Adult Detention Center has something like 1,241 inmates awaiting trial. Yes?
Was the mock trial yesterday videotaped?
Segments of it were. So Amanda Marshall had the video camera in there yesterday. We asked her to record certain segments that we felt would be, you know, critical to try to get that information out. So we'll be putting a video together. We have a court YouTube channel now. We'll try to put that on there so you can see some of that. If we're not able to get it on YouTube, maybe we'll have it on a Google Drive and we can send out links to folks where you could watch it or something to that effect. Yes, other questions? Yes?
Does fear of contracting the virus or peculiar susceptibility to the virus constitute a new legal excuse for a juror not to respond to a summons?
Can you repeat the question?
Judge, by extension, a lawyer refusing to come in when called.
So the question was, in case you didn't hear it, fear of the virus, sensitivity, maybe particularly vulnerable age groups, are those now excuses to get out of jury duty? Are they excuses for lawyers to not show up? All right, yes, they are. The reality is we have to be sensitive to those concerns as people come in and report. So nobody just says, I'm afraid of the coronavirus and just gets out of jury service. So the plan is that our jury administrator will, they have to go through like a COVID screening, right? Are they living with someone that's particularly vulnerable? Are they in this vulnerable age group? And if so, they can be given a deferment. If they come back up and it's still the same thing, it goes to the assigned judge. Assigned judge can then make a decision whether or not they get additional deferments. We do, of course, honor the medical excuses, so they'll be told to, you know, go to their doctor. If the doctor says, hey, this potential juror, not a candidate for jury duty because of X, Y, Z. You know, we honor that. We've always honored that. We'll continue to honor that. And so that's the way that will be dealt with. You know, Chief Justice Melton has said numerous times, if you've seen any of his presentations, you know, that in this time that we have to follow the DBJ principle, and that is don't be a jerk. That's what Chief Justice Melton says. So that's, I mean, I take that to heart. You know, it's true. We have to be sensitive to it, and you know, it's the same thing for lawyers. You know, try to be reasonable with requests and whatnot. So it's case-by-case basis on that. Yeah. Who else has a question? Justin?
Judge Schuster's courtroom looks like a sports bar with about 10 flat screens.
Yeah, it's like Taco Mac, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Is that the plan for all the other courtrooms, and why?
All right, so the plan, and why are there monitors hanging from the ceiling for the gallery? There's another one in front of the jury box. So the reason that it's that way is because the evidence, as I said earlier, will be presented digitally. So it'll be showing up on the monitor. There are inputs at both counsel tables and at the lectern. You can present from any of those spots. There'll be a Mondo pad in every courtroom. You can present from the Mondo pad. Whatever you're presenting will be on all of those monitors. The reason that there are monitors in front of the jury box is obviously so the jurors that are in the box can see right there. There's the same monitors that are on the walls, but there's one right there on the box. There's one mounted to the back, right behind the jury box too. So when a lawyer is standing up in front of their jury box and presenting a closing argument, their PowerPoint will be on the wall behind the jurors, so that you no longer have to turn your head or back or whatever to look at your own PowerPoint if it's being presented from your table and you've got a presenter. So that's a little, you know, there's just a little, you know, added benefit for the lawyers that are in there trying a case and trying to use the technology to make it easier for them. As for the monitor that hangs from the ceiling that faces the gallery, that is because we can't get all the jurors in the jury box anymore. We can't stick them in there elbow to elbow and have anywhere close to 6 feet. So you'll have between 5 and 6 in the jury box, spaced out depending on the layout, and the rest of them will be in the gallery of your courtroom. And so that really is the layout, and it needs to be hanging right there, because those people that are in those back rows that are jurors can't be looking at that monitor that's all the way, you know, 40 feet across the courtroom. So there's another one there for them to see. So, you know, you're right. I can hear in your voice, you know, the courtroom aesthetics are sort of suffering for sure. But, you know, it's more important that we have the functionality and be able to move forward and keep the cases going. Who else has a question? Anything coming through on the chat? I don't know. Nothing? Anybody else? Okay. All right.
So, Judge Leonard, we have a bar star for you. You probably have a collection already, but we've got another one to add.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. From a personal thank you to you, to Judge Childs, Judge Harris, the other judges, and the local committee, including Carlos Rodriguez, who've been working on this for months. I know it's been a challenge. We genuinely appreciate the ingenuity, your personal dedication to confronting these challenges and working through and finding a solution rather than just harping on the problems. I think focusing on solutions and how we can work together and not be jerks to each other is really what's going to help us move forward as a community and move forward as a legal community and more broadly as a Cobb County community. So thank you again to everyone who's attended today. I look forward to seeing you either at the holiday social or at the general monthly luncheon in January. Y'all have a good rest of your day.